Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber. More details have been released this afternoon about a deadly shooting in California, including the identity of the gunman who opened fire on colleagues in a Bay Area transit center. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest now in our top story at 5.
Tonight, another mass shooting in America. The latest tragedy happening at a transit center in San Jose, California.
Shooter is on the 3rd floor. Still another active shot heard.
Authorities saying an employee, Samuel Cassidy, stormed into the Santa Clara Valley Transit rail yard, killing 8 of his VTA colleagues. Law enforcement now concerned about possible explosives at the shooting location.
We received information that there are explosive devices that are located inside the building. That being said, we activated our bomb squad, which is currently out on scene.
Officials also announcing a possible second location, the scene of a fire that may be related to this deadly attack.
It is a fairly sizable crime scene and is going to take a while to process. So I would ask everybody's patience.
The shooting reported early Wednesday morning at the VTA hub and maintenance yard where trains are stored. A caller telling 911 they heard multiple gunshots.
We'll get 3 more code 3 ambulances, and looks like, again, shots are still being fired.
The gunman was also killed. Family members desperate to contact their loved ones.
I haven't heard from him. I'm just trying to get a response and get some more information.
Authorities are still working to reunite survivors with their loved ones. The Santa Clara County supervisor is ordering flags to be flown at half staff in remembrance of the victims. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The man on trial for the 2018 abduction and stabbing death of a University of Iowa student testified in his own defense today. Christian Bejena Rivera claimed that for the first time, 2 masked men were responsible for the crime, but forced him to take part.
Well, first, the person that was in front got out of the car, and then the person who was behind.
What happened next?
I've heard them opening the trunk.
What happened next?
Solamente sentí un movimiento en el carro y se volvió a cerrar la cajuela.
I just heard a movement in the car, and then that the trunk closed.
Did the men get back in the vehicle?
Sí.
Yes.
What happened next?
Me pidieron que me diera la vuelta.
They asked me to turn around.
Did you do that?
Sí.
Yes.
What did they say next?
Que continuaba manejando y me indica que vaya hacia la terracería.
They asked me to continue driving and to go towards the gravel road.
Did you do that?
Sí.
Yes.
Rivera continued to testify that the 2 men directed him to a cornfield, and that's when he saw Molly's body in his trunk. The defense also questioned Rivera on his interrogation by police. Rivera's attorney wrapped up their case earlier this afternoon. Closing statements are now scheduled for tomorrow morning, and then the case will be heading to the jury. And a trial date has officially been set now for South Dakota's Attorney General Jason Ravnsborg. The state's highest law enforcement officer faces 3 misdemeanor charges for his driving on the night he hit and killed Joseph Beaver on the shoulder of a highway. That was in central South Dakota. The trial, which is scheduled to last for 2 days, will begin on August 26th. Charges include careless driving and driving while using an electronic device. Today, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts signed a bill that will pump millions of dollars into broadband internet expansion across the state. The bill provides $20 million in matching grants every year for 2 years to expand broadband access. Roughly 30,000 households stand to benefit from the added expansion over the next 2 years. Ricketts says that making sure all Nebraskans have access to enhanced internet is the best path to grow.
We can only be a healthy state if we're growing our entire state. And while many parts of urban Nebraska have high-speed internet access, we've got to be able to connect all parts of Nebraska. This bill will help us do that.
Broadband networks funded by the bill will be built to upload and download speeds of 100 megabits per second, which is 4 times faster than the minimum required by the FCC. And the recent broadband expansions have already had an impact for some Siouxlanders. According to Governor Ricketts, around 80,000 Nebraskans still don't have access to high-speed internet. But of course, that could soon change with the introduction of the fiber optic internet expansion. Coming up tonight at 10, KCAU 9's Jason Toktagian shows us how broadband expansion is impacting regional schools and what impact the bill will have on that continued expansion. And it's time now for our first check on the weather. Meteorologist Marcus Beasley standing by. Marcus, a beautiful summer-like day here in Siouxland.
That's right, Sophie. Plenty of sunshine throughout the day, at least until now. We're beginning to see those clouds move in, but we've had really nice weather all day long. As temperatures, they've been fairly comfortable, a little on the warm side, but not too bad. Mid to upper 70s and low 80s throughout Siouxland today. A high of 79 in Sioux City, 78 in Norfolk today. Yankton recording a high of 76, as well as Cherokee, 73 in Storm Lake. Both Denison and Carroll reporting highs of 79. Forecast lows tonight, they'll drop into the mid to upper 50s for a lot of us, right around 56 in Sioux City tonight. We are going to see those clouds, and along with that, some rain that will be heavy at times here throughout the area tonight. I'll have more details on that in the 9 on 9 forecast. Sophie?
All right, thanks, Marcus. One of the most popular recreational spots along the Lewis and Clark Lake is getting a major makeover tonight. The Lewis and Clark Marina near Yankton is undergoing a $7 million renovation. This 3-year project will replace old docks installed back in the 70s, and more than 400 boat owners keep their boats in the water during the summer months. While the marina is happy for the upgrades, they say construction could also cause some headaches for boaters.
The hardest part is finding everybody a home, and like I said, not wanting to leave a single slip holder out for a season. So kind of juggling that and trying to keep slip holders happy and continue with our regular marina season through this project.
That construction is scheduled to start sometime later this summer. An historic building in downtown Yankton is once again home to a brewery. Backspace Brewery opened its doors to the public in January. All throughout the years, the building has housed many other businesses. It used to be a brewery back in 1901. The owners started their brewery at their home 4 years ago, and they are looking forward to the extra space now and having a location in downtown Yankton. And the SUX Pride Festival is on track to start next week, as it was postponed last year, of course, because of the pandemic. This year will be a little different, as festivities will be extended for one extra day. Organizers will host a Give Back Night Friday, June 4th, for establishments on historic 4th Street. Each restaurant and bar will feature specials for guests and entertainment, along with other festivities. That will be included up and down 4th Street.
We want to show our support and keep all the businesses and venues that are going to be open that night, keep them in business and show them some love and show our community some support for all the support they've given us.
The Pride Festival starts June 5th at 11 in the morning at the Convention Center. It is free and open to the public, and it lasts until 6 p.m. If you've missed out on any of the Farmers to Families Food Box events, you'll have one final chance to participate. That final food box event is scheduled for tomorrow morning at the Sunnybrook Church's Hope Center. Organizers plan to distribute 800 boxes of food during that event. The program is sponsored by the USDA, and it's scheduled to end May 31st. Tomorrow's event is scheduled to start around 10 in the morning, and it will last until all 800 boxes have been distributed. Well, Amazon's video library is about to grow exponentially. The tech giant announced plans to purchase MGM Studios for billions of dollars. Details on their agreement coming up.
And it's looking like heavy rain likely tonight throughout Siouxland. A cool and cloudy pattern heading into the weekend, and more showers possible this weekend as well. Details after the break.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Sophie Erber and meteorologist Marcus Beasley. This is KCAU 9 News at 5.
Thanks for sticking with us. Today might be a case of where we started the day, a summery, dry, sunny day. We might be ending the day a little differently, as you'll explain, Marcus.
That's right. We're already seeing those clouds move in now, Sophie, and that's really going to continue throughout the rest of the daylight hours and into the overnight period. The views outside right now from the KCAU 9 studio, actually, this is not the KCAU 9 studio. This is the Ho Chunk Center in downtown Sioux City. We are seeing those clouds really beginning to take over the sky now, and that will continue. So it looks like mostly cloudy skies for the rest of the day today. It started out with so much sunshine. Temperatures out there right now, currently at 79 in Sioux City, 77 in Norfolk, Yankton at 76. 81 degrees still there in Wayne, 73 in Orange City, Spencer at 72, 73 in Storm Lake, and we're still seeing those 79s there in Denison and Carroll. Wind speeds are light in the single digits here throughout the viewing area. From the east at 8 in Sioux City right now, 8-mile-per-hour winds in Wayne. Yankton and Norfolk with 9-mile-per-hour winds, 5 currently in Storm Lake and 3 in Carroll, so back up into the upper 70s by the end of next week. And spring is here, and we're seeing some signs of it right here, some baby birds hatching, and this picture was sent in from a viewer in Iowa, and just a great picture of some nature there. So if you have any pictures to send our way, go ahead and go to SiouxlandProud.com, click on the weather tab, and drop down to send us your photos to upload some pictures.
Those baby birds in Chiron, Iowa almost had my birthday.
Really?
1 day later. Nice. Pretty cute. Great shot. Thanks, Marcus. Almost 10 years ago, a massive flood rolled through and devastated Siouxland, flooding homes and fields and much more. On Tuesday, June 1st, KCAU 9 News looks back at that historic event along with the lessons learned and the changes made since. The flood of 2011, a decade of change, is a KCAU 9 News half-hour special. Again, that airs Tuesday, June 1st at 6:30 p.m. right here on Channel 9. He was found barely alive in the back of a garbage truck. We're hearing now firsthand how this man got into the life-threatening situation in the first place and out of it. Coming up, but first, Amazon's buying MGM Studios for more than $8 billion. What it means for the tech giant's video collection after the break. Today, Amazon announced plans to purchase MGM Studios for $8.45 billion. The two companies have already signed the agreement. The purchase would bolster Amazon's video library with thousands of TV shows and iconic movies. Raquel Martin reports tonight that purchase is now also being met with some backlash.
I think Amazon shouldn't be allowed to buy anything more.
Missouri Republican Senator Josh Hawley is slamming Amazon's decision to purchase MGM Studios. The $8.5 billion deal would add thousands of movies and TV shows to the tech giant's catalog.
I think the idea that they would buy a major entertainment company and further expand their monopoly power into entertainment and news and information, I think that's particularly dangerous.
Hawley is already proposing a bill to break up Amazon. He says the new deal could raise prices and limit consumer options.
It may look like there's a lot of content out there, but it's very homogenized.
Jackie Clement with the Fair Media Council tracks big media activity. She calls the merger alarming.
Anytime there's a big merger like this, prices don't go down. They always go up.
But a spokesperson with Amazon tells me the purchase will only improve their customers' TV and movie experience. The company also points out this deal is only a fraction of the size of the $71 billion merger between Disney and 21st Century Fox in 2019.
I'm just not sure what consumer this can possibly hurt.
James Bailey, a business professor at George Washington University, says the backlash is premature.
It's very easy to be all gloom and doom about this. I just don't see how this constricts the business so much where you and I and the SEC should be concerned that they're going to now be able to control prices.
In Washington, Raquel Martin.
It's a harrowing story of survival that easily could have taken a tragic turn. You'll meet the man who lived to tell the tale of his time inside a garbage truck next. He was found clinging to life in the back of a garbage truck, and tonight we're hearing it firsthand from the man who lived to tell us about it. Cassandra Sweetman has the story.
Did I do something wrong to deserve it? No.
The questions Marcus Long asks himself.
Did I make a bad mistake by getting in there? Yeah. Is it my fault? Yeah.
The survivor of a traumatic accident he knows could have killed him. It started when Long took shelter from the wind in a dumpster near Reno and MacArthur.
And I looked around and I go, all right, well, I'm freezing.
He fell asleep but woke with a shock as the claws of a dump truck slammed into the container.
And I was yelling for my life. Stop, stop, I whistled.
Moments later, dumped 10 feet into the truck, injured and unable to escape.
I stand up and I'm literally trying to crawl out of his truck. And I, jump in, it's convexed. It's like America's Ninja.
It was then, he says, the compactor knocked him out cold.
It was crushed. And I went out. I don't remember a thing.
Long says he wasn't conscious when the truck's driver spotted a body in the surveillance footage from inside the truck. Fire crews pulled Long out and loaded him onto a stretcher. He woke up to doctors explaining he has 4 broken ribs, a punctured lung, destroyed scapula, and numerous other injuries he must now contend with. A long road to recovery ahead.
I might be put in a situation where I'm homeless, you know, for a minute, but don't look at me like I'm one.
Long holding on to his faith.
I know I walk with God and he walks with me. I know that for a fact, because that should have, by rights, ended my life.
Amazing story. Well, a spokesperson for the trash truck company says, unfortunately, accidents like this happen more often than you might think. Well, taking a live look outside right now, Marcus returns with one more check on your forecast, so stay with us. We hope you enjoyed the day, and it looks like parts of Siouxland are still experiencing some sunshine, but change is coming in the form of some serious rain, Marcus.
Yeah, the further east you are, the more sunshine you're going to see. But those clouds, they're going to be moving your way here throughout the rest of the day and into the overnight period. Tonight, 56 degrees, heavy rain likely late tonight and into tomorrow morning. So once that rain starts, it's going to just continue to fall overnight tonight. We'll still have breezy conditions tonight with winds around 10 to 20. Tomorrow, a much cooler day. Highs only in the mid-60s, right around 64. It looks like we'll have some scattered showers and storms throughout the day tomorrow. Winds will still be breezy tomorrow with gusts up to 25. It does look like Friday's going to be a little more quiet, but still on the cooler side Friday with high temperatures right around 60 degrees. So prepare for some much cooler temperatures these few days.
Rain ushering in the colder temperatures. Thanks, Marcus. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you again at 6. Good night.